Hello, everyone. It's Samantha-Jayne here, and we are live on Love Talk. I'm really excited for episode 2. And today I have a beautiful guest with me, my darling friend, my colleague. I just love this beautiful woman to death, Julie Ryswyk from Relax and Store. Hi, Julie.
Hello, beautiful.
Hello, welcome. Thank you for coming on the show today. And let's tell everyone at home a little bit about Julie.
Okay, so I am 51. I actually work part-time and I have my own business, which is Relax and Restore. And yeah, that is my little baby. I love doing what I do.
And what do you do in Relax and Restore so we can tell everybody out there?
Yeah, I have a number of processes that I use. And I suppose it really clears the blocks for people and it clears the garbage out. And I also do, well, from your mind and emotional and energetic body. And coupled with that, I do Reiki as well. So the thing that I love about these processes is that it really works with our parasympathetic nervous system. So I really inspire people to feel what their body feels like in its rest and digest state so that they can really start to sense their body when it's in its form that it can actually heal itself. So
Cool.
yeah.
And what led you to working with energy and the other modalities that you use?
I had adrenal fatigue, some stress disorders after a very long space of time caring for my late husband. So I had no idea back then that I was very much in my masculine. So our masculine and feminine energy, it's not male, female. We both have that energy within us.
Yeah.
But I was very much in my masculine, working a corporate job, managing a team of people, and also caring and also raising 4 kids. So I was,
No wonder you had adrenal fatigue, my darling.
Well, it's all new to me, very new to me, all this masculine, feminine energy. And I sort of look back now and go, well, no wonder I was exhausted because just stuck in that masculine energy and I burnt out.
Yeah. And burnout is so prevalent for so many people today. And, I think that there's a lot of people out there that are probably skirting on that burnout and just keep pushing through because we've, got mortgages to pay, we've got, kids to get to wherever, and we really forget to nurture that relationship that we have with ourselves.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So what would be Julie's favorite pastime?
Oh, I like playing with lots of different cards and meditating and spirit. I like to delve deep into all the spiritual stuff.
Yeah, so the spiritual stuff that some people call woo-woo as well. So when you say that you like to tap into the spiritual side of things, what is it that happens for you?
Okay. Well, I've had a couple of really big experiences with this, and it just really fascinates me of how we can explore what that is.
Yes.
So I suppose the biggest lesson I had, that I know that I have angels around me, is that I was led through a meditation and I was shown what the love is like on the other side. And I could feel it. I was still conscious in my meditation that I knew that my hands were going through this cloud, but I also knew that my hands were actually still resting on my body. So it was a really, really beautiful experience. And, you know, sometimes when we have these experiences, we tend to go, oh my God, what was that? And start to question things and everything like that. Whereas now it's about, I know this happened and I know what they've shown me and I know what that lesson is about.
Yeah, beautiful.
That when people pass, they've only just left their physical body. They're actually still here with us. And I was shown the intense amount of love that is what our normal state would be when we've come into this world, if that makes sense.
That infinite love connection. Gotta throw it in there.
Absolutely. And I think, you know, we're all very pure beings and we have such an innate sense when we come into the world, and it's clouded by, you know, and I'm a parent and we've set these beliefs in our children, and, you know, we've got the generational thing happening. And if we can change a little bit about how we actually perceive what it should be like really these really young kids, these babies, they're the purest form of love. And they've most probably got the clearest amount of guidance because they're still so fresh.
Yeah,
stuff happen.
I totally believe in that because, you know, as you know, I've got my little 5-year-old and my 3-year-old, and they spin me out how aware and how clear they can be, and how even, you know, like telepathically sometimes the 5-year-old will say, no, mummy, I'm not doing that. I'm like, what? You're in my head, stop. So yeah, they are this absolute divine love that has come through to, you know, to show humanity how to remember how to be. So it's very exciting to be able to not only guide them, but to remember from them as well. So yeah, very exciting.
Well, we all have that inner guidance system. It just gets blocked and clogged and pinched off from source, basically.
Totally. So, what if Julie has a day off? Where's her favorite place to be?
In bed.
Where would you, if you were out of bed, where would you like to go?
Yeah, I like either nature or the beach. So I like to reconnect. It's where I get my energy. It's where I feel I connect back into Mother Earth. And it can be either or. I like both. I like nature, or I like getting out onto my bare feet into the sand.
Beautiful. Yeah, that earthing and that grounding, it can be just spectacular for our souls, our physical being, all the parts of ourselves. So let's jump into our little baby together. I know that, you know, it's new for everyone, and it's very exciting. I know that I'm very excited about it. Relationship Alchemy. So we, I suppose, birth this on your couch. And it was beautiful how it was birthed as well. I think that we really were tapping into each other's energy and tapping into spirit and being guided in a way that was just so beautiful. And there was a few clunky moments, and because we wanted to not really get it right, but we just wanted to have the right energy behind the name that we called it and what we're going to give to clients. So would you like to tell everyone about that process of how Relationship Alchemy was birthed?
Well, it was birthed on my couch. And yeah, why not birth it over some cacao?
And that we did.
Yeah, it was birthed with cacao, friendship, love, connection. It was birthed with, some of our stuff that we're going, okay, well, why do we want to do this? Like, why do we want to offer this to people? What is the most effective way to get both of our work out there to help as many people as possible? To really embrace what relationships is all about and really feel what good connection can be like.
Yeah. Because relationships happen in every moment. And, that word, most people go, it's an intimate relationship with a partner, whether it's, whatever your partner variance is. But that's what many people think a relationship is. But we can have relationship with our kids, with our parents, with our friends, with our work colleagues, and probably the most important one that we really talked about is the relationship that we have with ourselves. So we've come together and we've put it together with an 8-week program, which every time we think about it, we go, oh, we could probably do so much more. Because between our two toolboxes, they are quite extensive and very full. So what would be our ideal client? What sort of people are we looking for the relationship alchemy?
Well, I think anyone that would like to have really connected relationships and build on those relationships. Anyone that wants to heal or has had trauma in the past that doesn't want to take baggage onto other relationships. People that want to learn what their love language is and what they require. People that want to know, go a little bit more in depth with themselves. What we're going to offer would actually help so many different people. It's very difficult to try and funnel it down, to narrow it down to one particular style of person, because this work helps such a broad range of people, male, female. So yeah, it's pretty exciting. And I know you've had many of the clients, Sam, but I know a lot of my one-on-one clients, what they walk away with is they just feel lighter, they feel freer, they feel more connected within themselves, where they are actually now making really good decisions from a place of their soul and not so much their head. And, you know, I got a message yesterday or the day before from one of my clients saying that she's even getting compliments from people around her that are noticing the change. And, you know, that's what ignites me inside, is that we can offer this to so many people.
Yeah, and that's true. Like when we were sitting on the couch, we were like, what do we want to bring to the world? And I think that, you know, like when we look at people, we see their beautiful inner glow, and it's not necessarily that it's a man, a woman, a child. We see that beautiful divine spark of love that that person is, and it's about being able to bring that awareness to them, and gently start shining them up so that they can start seeing their own reflection back in the mirror, because that's a big thing that we forget to see the beauty in ourselves, where there's all of the conditioning, which, you know, it's one of the things that we will teach people about, that, you know, decisions when we are in relationships or when we are having interactions with people, that everyone's coming from their own perception, and your perception and my perception are still, you know, very aligned, but still different as well. So in any of the partnerships that we have, that's what we do.
Yeah, so, and that's a huge point, you know, to reflect on, is that, you know, having that basic understanding of the psychology of how our brain works will give you a tool for life. Most probably, you know, not to have any more arguments. I mean, it just changes the whole game.
Totally. And so, sorry, there's just information coming into my brain right now. There's information coming into my brain. Slow down on that information. So one of the things that we like to do is we like to not just have the woo-woo part of it or the analytical part. We like to have some science behind it. So we really cater for all different styles of learning. Yes, we are delivering this online, but we're also going to have parts that people are going to be able to be interactive with it. And I find that, especially in healing, that if we don't move ourselves, we can go through a process, but we also need to move at the same time. And it's that's one of the huge things for me, that I find that if we do a releasing, there's, you know, some other tools and tips that we teach along the way. So what are some of the beautiful deliciousness that we have for the beautiful participants that are coming to Relationship Alchemy?
There is a huge list of stuff that we're going to be taking them through. So, you know, that communication styles, the psychology of the brain, giving them the tool of some basic numerology to see where they're actually at. We'll be taking them through some processes to release any suppressed and repressed emotions. Do you want to go with the rest? Because that's heaps.
There's so many different things, and what we like to do is we like to have a plan, but we're also flowing as well with what and when we deliver things. So we're both very intuitive. We're both going to tap into the group on a consensus and take them on many journeys. So, if it comes up that there's a lot of past life baggage, we can even do that because, if it may not be our past life, it could be somebody, it could be, not our stuff, but it's coming up and it's actually blocking us in this life. And it's something that, and if it is blocking us in this life, there's actually a lesson to be learned within this life to go, all right, I acknowledge you, I thank you very much, be on your way, I'm going this way. So, and yeah, I think one of the most important things is forgiveness, especially with, relationships. We're going to go back to intimate relationships. Sometimes there is cheating, the big C word, not the C-U-N-T word, the cheating word. So that a lot of people have their own opinions about what happens after that, whether or not a relationship can survive after that. That is up to the individual, and we're not going to say, yes, do this, yes, do that. We are your guides on this journey. We will hold your hands along the journey, but you have the answers within you, which is very exciting for us to be able to bring out of you and to guide you in the right direction. So if that is something that has happened within your life, we have the tools of forgiving if you want to continue with that relationship, or even if it was you, because you may have guilt or shame in regards to doing that to your partner. And it's not to say if that does happen that there's not love in the relationship as well. Generally, there's always love. It's just the BS gets in the way. So whether it's your belief systems that you believe, whether you deserve the love that that person's giving you, or whether that you believe that you should be loved in a different way because your communication styles are not aligning. And that can be one thing. So if you've got people in a relationship and they've got very different communication styles, the love languages, if they're not aligning and if you're not aware of them within each other, can have a big strain on a relationship.
Absolutely.
So we will be there to guide you. So what if someone can't be there live for the call? Is it going to be recorded?
Yes.
Yeah. So we're also putting everyone into a beautiful Facebook group so that they can interact with the other participants who are in the group as well, because we have found that when you come together in a group, the energy that's created with the beautiful other participants, there's this bond that is there, and it just is magical how the healing, if somebody asks a question, it generally is a question for the whole group, which I even still after years and years of doing this work, I still get amazed at how spirit just aligns everyone who needs to be together.
Yeah, and I think too another important thing is because we're doing it in a group and via Zoom, it is a safe, secure container. What happens in our group and what happens in our little bubble that will form, because Sam and I, we have set some really big intentions. We're both working very much energetically to set this container up. So it won't be shared to anyone else. It's just the group's container, and what happens in the container stays in the container.
Totally. And there's not much that we wouldn't be able to hold as well. And when I'm saying that is, so Julie has said that she, went through quite a long process with her late husband, and I've dealt with my own baggage and traumas myself, and I've held many clients working through their traumas. So if we don't have the actual answers, if we aren't an expert at something that has popped up in the group as well, we have an extensive, and I'm just saying extensive, outreach of amazing healers. We've got 2 on with us at the moment. They are amazing. They're just in the background. Our tribe is phenomenal. We've got people that have, deal with grief. There's motor neurons disease. There's men in our group. There's just so many different people. So we want people to start having beautiful, committed relationships with themselves, which then filters out to all of their other relationships. And we invite you to come on the journey with us. Is there anything else that you would like to add, my darling?
No, just that it's the 8 sessions. Are we going to talk start date?
Yes, so the start date is
what we're charging, early bird pricing.
Start date is June the 16th, and we will put that wherever this video is. We will put all of the details below. So it is 1111 to join us for to join us for the 8 weeks. The 8 weeks we're going for 2.5 hours each week. It's on a Wednesday. It goes from, it was 11 until about 1:30, depending on how we go. But we would like to try and stay on time for anyone. But if we think that we're going to go over, we will let you know beforehand, because time is a precious commodity. Anyone that pays in full, because we do have financial support, gets a massive masterclass with the 2 of us, amazing goddesses, and we are going to go really deep on just how to have a deeper relationship. So that is going to be power packed in that, and you get to really interact with us, and that's going to be amazing as well. So we've got the numerology coming out each week. We're going to have little home joy tasks for you, because the more that you embody your new way of being, the more that you become that new way of being. And the so all the payment details will be below. What send either one of us a message. So Samantha-Jayne Love or Julie Ryswyk. You'll see all of our details plastered everywhere. And we cannot wait to take you on an experience with Relationship Alchemy as we turn the trash into gold. I just came up with that one. And we're going to have a lot of fun. That's what we do. We sometimes this healing stuff gets a little bit too dry, and people get a little bit too serious. Obviously, when we need to be serious, we will be serious. If there's a touchy subject come up in the group, we will be absolutely serious for each of those people. And if anyone's going through a trauma response, we will hold that for each of those people. But we like to have fun. That's what we love to do. Did I forget anything, Miss?
I don't think so. But it's going to be jammed packed. It's going to be exciting, and I can't wait. It's so exciting.
Yeah. Yes. So thank you for joining us for Love Talk. And yeah, if you would like to know any more details about Relationship Alchemy or any of the beautiful things that Miss Julie Ryswyk does in Relax and Restore, she is absolutely amazing, if I say so myself. Yeah, please get in contact. Thank you very much for joining me tonight, my darling, and we love you.
Love to all.